Well, thank you so much for joining the DoDeals Club Mastermind. I am excited you know, to for you to be a part of our family, and on the behalf of the entire DoDeals team, I want to thank you and welcome. And so, in this video, I am going to go through everything that's included in the DoDeals Club Mastermind, so that way what you can expect from us and what we can expect from you as well, and how this process is going to help you achieve your goals and achieve what you're up to in your life. And so let's get started, right? So the first thing first is that by now you should have received a welcome email to let you know and welcome you to the program and giving you the login that you are watching this video from. And then if you haven't already got a phone call, a welcome phone call, you should be receiving that phone call pretty soon here to welcome to the program, and make sure that you got everything that you needed, everything from your DoDeals Club membership account, so that way you can log in to dodealsclub.com/members and get access to all of the trainings that we have available in the members area, as well as other resources, the forms and contracts and the calendar and all of that good stuff that we have for you. Okay, and behind the scene, if this hasn't happened for you yet, we are also going to set you up with a website. We use FreedomSoft, and so that's the management platform that we use. And so you're gonna get a website from them that's setting up through our account, so it doesn't cost you any money for you to begin to run marketing and drive traffic to your website, so that you can start building leads, okay, seller leads and buyer leads. And also we will, as soon as your website is set up, we have a virtual assistant that is going to start posting Craigslist ads for your website as well. So we want to get you to start having leads coming in as soon as possible. So included in your DoDeals Club membership is 40 hours of a free virtual assistant posting Craigslist ads for you. And that breaks down to be about 2 hours a day of ad postings. 2 hours they spread out throughout the day, so that way they can have multiple ads a day for you. And so 2 hours a day for about 20 days, 20 business days, which is about 1 month. Okay, so for your first month, that's what's going to happen. So you can start building, generating leads. Okay, and then soon you're going to be contacted by our team to schedule a jumpstart session. And a jumpstart session is an in-person session that you're going to be joining with other students that recently got into the program. And in this jumpstart session, we're going to get you your quick start kit, so okay, this mind map that you're looking at here is going to be included as a part of that quick start kit, along with other documents that we'll have for you to get started, such as the Entrepreneur Wealth Builder Matrix, which is a entrepreneur profile system that we use to identify what type of entrepreneurs you are and which real estate investing strategy is best for you. You see, there's this guy, Roger Hamilton, that created this system, and he discovered that there are 8 different ways that billionaires built their wealth. So how Steve Jobs built his wealth is very different from how Donald Trump built his wealth, which is also very different from how Warren Buffett built his wealth. And so identifying which type of entrepreneur you are, and based on that, which wealth building strategy would be best for you, So we're gonna give you a test that you're gonna take, and we'll talk to you more about how how it's applicable to you and your real estate business. So you can decide whether you want to do wholesaling only, or you want to do rehabbing, or you're going to do a combination of both. Okay. Another thing that we're going to do with you in this Jumpstart session is the goals achievement plan. And basically, we want you to jump ahead in time 5 years from now. And, let's say 5 years from now, what would you want to see have happened for you to feel like, yes, I did it. I've achieved my goals. I achieved what I wanted to set out to achieve. And so you're going to write down, sort of backtrack your way, right? So you're going to go into a guided visualization process and find out what it is that that you want to see happen in 5 years from now, and then work your way back and plan out your goals for your 5 years, and then break it down to annual goals and then quarterly goals, and then monthly goals and weekly goals and daily goals, and the habits that you must establish to be able to achieve the kind of goals that you want, as well as the habits that you must stop doing, right? So that way it doesn't get in your way of achieving your goals. And so that's going to be a pretty important part of it. And then we're also going to go through about the business models. There are 3 main business models that we teach here in the DoDeals Club Mastermind. And of course, you can combine these models, but I'm just going to give you the 3 main ones. And if yours is anything different, of course we'll help you tweak that. But the first main business model is the wholesale business model. And the wholesale business model is about volume. It's about you're looking at making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per deal. And so to make the kind of money that you want to make, you just have to do more volume for that. Okay. And then the second type of business model is the flip business. And the flip business makes more money per deal. However, it takes a little bit longer to make the money, and you don't have to do as much volume. And the flip business will typically make you anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 a deal. Okay. And there are home run deals that you can make $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 on the deal. And of course, like I said, those are home run deals, right? So when those happen, they're great. But what we're looking for is, an average of about $18,000 a deal will be good, like net to you after everything is said and done, all the closing costs, all the, paying the hard money lenders and all, and private lenders, all of that good stuff. You're left with at least $18,000. That's our goal for you. Okay. So that's the flip business. And then the next type of business, we call it the banker business. And the banker business is about how to be the money man in your business, meaning, how to position yourself as the guy, as a go-to guys to get all the deals funded. So that way you can partner up with rehabbers, you can partner up with, general contractors and wholesalers, where they bring the deals and they even fix up the deals, and you be the person that provides the funding for the deal. Okay, so that's called a banker business. If you are familiar with how banks make their money, is they have people that deposit money into the bank, and then they take those money that people deposit in and they lend it out to the other people. So bankers, they don't actually use any of their own money to do the business. And so what the banker business model is just like that. Right? You network with private lenders, and you find you be the money man, right? So, and you network with the private lenders to bring you all the to have a big a big network, I guess, a lot of funds that you can tap into, and work with other contractors, other wholesalers, other realtors, other other people that can bring you deals and can get the deal fixed up, and you just provide the money and you get a split of that cut. Okay, so those are the 3 main businesses business models that we cover. And then we're also going to go through the marketing plan with you. So depending on the business model that you have chose, and depending on the goals that you have for yourself, then we will establish a marketing plan of what you need to do. And it'll depend on your budget and the amount of time that you have. If you have a lot of money and less time, then we want to get you into direct mail as soon as possible. If you have a lot, you don't have any money but have a lot of time, then posting Craigslist ads, putting out signs, those will be good strategies for you as well. So depending on your business models, your availability, your available cash to do your marketing, we're going to plan that with you accordingly. And then we're also going to give you a weekly action plan, and this is the action plan that you have to fill out each week, and you have to turn into us each week, so that way we have a track of what you've been doing, what you've been up to, and we can hold you accountable to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Okay, and make sure you do the marketing plan that you said you're going to do. And then for if you're a wholesale student, then we want you to start practicing getting the seller questionnaire forms filled out. Okay, so if you're doing this full time, then in the next week, we want you to call at least 100 for sale by owners, and just make 100 calls. Even if you don't get a hold of them, just make 100 calls and get as many seller questionnaire forms filled out as possible. And if you are a part-time, if you're only doing real estate investing part-time, then for the next 7 days, we want you to call at least 50 for sale by owners, and and we'll give you those those for sale by owners listings, so that way you can call them and just practice talking to them, getting seller questionnaire forms. At this point, we really don't care whether or not these are deals. If they turn into deals, that's great. It's just an extra bonus for you. But it's not as relevant to us at this point whether or not they're deals. What's more important to us at this point is for you to practice talking to sellers and practice asking these questions. Okay. All right. And if you're a flip student, then we want you to practice analyzing deals. So you're gonna find 10 wholesale deals, and we can give you some of these deals. You can also find them on websites like myhousedeals.com and on Craigslist. And you're going to just pick 10 properties that you're going to analyze. And what you're going to do with analyzing the deals is you're going to use our our deal analyzer with the rehab estimator, and we want you to contact these wholesalers. We want you to actually go out there and look at the property and take pictures of the property. So we want you to experience the property like completely. Really touch the house, so you can oh wow, this is a house. This is how it feels like. This is how it looks like, right? It's very different than the way you look at the house that you live in, because there's a lot of things you don't pay attention to the same way as when you looking at investment property and looking for what's wrong with the properties, so that way whether or not it's a deal you want to get into and it's a good deal or not. Okay. And then if you're a private money student, then what we want you to do is we want you to watch the video on how to search for private lenders using court records, and then call and then find their phone number on whitepages.com, and then you're gonna call at least 10 private lenders in the next 7 days, and just your goal is just to take them out to lunch, and that's it. So for example, let's say if you're gonna do a search on private lenders that have been lending money in the last 6 months from their Quest IRA account. So you would call them and say something to this effect. You would say, hi, is this let's say their name is Mark. Okay, so say hi, is this Mark with Quest IRA? And they'll tell you, yeah, well, I have an account over there. Then you say, then you say, great. I noticed that you lend money out of your IRA account, and I'm a rehabber in town, and I would love to take you out to lunch and get to know you better. So your goal is to not ask them for money on this first phone call. Your goal is just to take them to lunch. That's it. Okay, and you're gonna find out more about them, and what kind of properties they like to lend on, what interest rate, for how long. So just to get to know them as a person. Don't worry about doing it right or wrong. This is not that part. This part is just to build a relationship with them. That's it. Okay, and you can even let them know that you work with with us here at DoDeals, with the DoDeals team, and you can drop our names and stuff, so that way it gives you some kind of a credibility backdoor there, borrow credibility. Okay. All right. So let me close this up. So next, what's going to happen, after the jumpstart session is that there's going to be another in-person session that we're going to do called the Vision Day. And what the Vision Day is about, it's a fast track to your success and happiness. Okay, and it's about planning out the life and the business that you love. And the goal of the Vision Day is to help you achieve personal freedom, which is the freedom to do what you want when you want to do it. Making your own choice, right? Without any limitations on your past. And then the second goal that we have in the Vision Day for you is for you to achieve your financial freedom within 5 years. And the third goal that we have for you is your time freedom. Being able to have a time schedule that works for you, and so that way you don't feel like you're too busy or don't have time from your family or for recreation, for travel. So the Vision Day is to plan your entire life out. Okay, every part of your life is going to be planned out, and the goal here is, of course, is to design the life that you love. Okay, and so and planning out your priorities. Like I mentioned earlier about the goal achievement plan, which is breaking your 5-year goals down to 1 year, to to 3 months, to monthly, to weekly, to daily. Is how do we prioritize all that so that way we can be crystal clear on what our goals are, what we're trying to achieve, and and go and just do that without getting distracted. Okay, because distraction is a huge one, and getting focused is extremely important for your business. So we want to do that in the Vision Day for you. Okay, and you're going to be contacted when the next Vision Day is going to happen. Okay. All right, next we have the weekly training for all the meetings. So there are going to be 2 webinar meetings a week and 1 monthly in-person meeting a month. So every Wednesday of each month, we're going to have the training webinars, and the training webinars, basically you learn a different topic within the real estate business, and our goal is to cover all topics in the real estate business, everything from wholesaling to rehabbing to private money to asset protections and LLCs and corporations, and tax and tax breaks and tax benefits and all of that. Okay, and so next we have the weekly account, so the weekly training is going to happen every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Central. Okay, let me just put the word Central here for us. Okay. And then the weekly accountability webinars happens every Mondays. Happen every Monday, and it's also from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central as well. That's the time right now. Like, these days and times are subject to change if we need to do that, or if we need to cancel it because of a holiday that's in between there, then we'll do that. But that is the tentative days and time for right now as I'm doing this video. Okay. And so, you know, an accountability coach is going to be running this accountability meeting to help you hold you accountable for what you have committed to last week, what you're doing last week, and you know, and then what you're gonna do this week. And so each week we're gonna be holding you accountable, making sure that you are on schedule to achieve your goals. Okay, make sure that you're doing what your weekly goals are to achieve your 5-year financial freedom plan. Okay, so the monthly in-person mastermind meetings is going to happen on the second Wednesday of each month from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the location will vary from, you know, yeah, so you just have to watch our emails when we send out the location of these meetings. And so just be on the lookout for that. Okay, and so next what we have is how the, you know, how the training part of the program breaks up. And I learned this from Brent Phillips. He used to be in the police force. He was a police officer, and the way that the training to become a police officer worked is that you know, they break it out into two different parts. You have the police academy, which is where you come and learn all the, you know, all the things that you need to learn. And then once you done with the academy is when they will give you a gun where you can now actually go out on the street. Okay, so, you know, using that concept, we're doing something similar here. So, you know, within the DoDeals Academy, we have the online courses that will teach you on, like I said, everything from wholesaling to rehabbing to private money to just all the different topics around real estate investing. And then we have different, you know, webinar training as well that we go into more specific into, I guess, subtopics, you know, like how to market for buyers, how to negotiate deals, you know, how to hire virtual assistants, things of that nature. And then once a quarter, we also going to have field training. And field training is where you actually get to go out on the streets with us, right? So we'll either do a driving for dollars tour, or if we have one of the houses that we're selling, you can come out and look at it, you know, talk to the buyers, or, you know, get to see how we work with buyers, whether it's a wholesale deal or a retail deal. We're also going to have a rehab tour, school called the Flip School. And the Flip School is basically where Brant takes you through, you know, an entire rehab process on one of his deals, like how he bought it, how he funded it, what kind of repairs he's doing on it, and, you know, and what he's going to sell it for. And you get to learn a deal from the beginning all the way into the end. Okay. All right. So once you graduate from the DoDeals Academy, then that's when we take you into the real, you know, DoDeals street training. And the way we broke up the street training is into different I guess parts here, different stages. So I'm going to talk about wholesale deals first, okay? Let me just, okay. So for wholesale deals, basically there's only two main sections in a wholesale deals. It's finding the deal and flipping the deal. Okay, the other stuff are the subsections of that. And so in finding the deals, we call them stage 1 and stage 2. Okay, in stage 1, what you want to do is you just do the lead generation. Okay, and within the lead generation, you basically you market for the sellers. Then you get the seller leads. And then you pre-screen those seller leads using the pre-screening questionnaire. And then step 4 is you analyze the deals. Okay, so that's what we do in stage 1. And in your first deal, your deal number 1, this is all that we want you to focus in on. You see, one of the challenges that we find with with investors getting into the business is that they try to do everything. Right? They try to go out there, find the deals, negotiate the deal, get the deal in the contract, find a buyer, coordinate the closing, clean up the title issues, all of that stuff. And that gets really overwhelming, and that gets pretty tiring very soon. So we want you to be extremely efficient with this, and we want to make sure that that you're going to be in and play this game and achieve your financial freedom through this, and not quit 6 months later because you overworked and just totally burned out. Okay. And so when when you come into the program doing wholesale deals, we want you to focus on your first deal. We want you to only focus on lead generation, and that's it. Once you generate the leads, then you pass it on to us, and we'll have an acquisition manager that will take the deal from there, and get it negotiated, get it under contract. Okay, so which is stage 2, which is acquisition. In acquisition, you have the seller negotiation, and you have the seller contract. And so in your deal number 2, you're going to do the stage 1, which is the lead generation, and the stage 2, which is the acquisition as well. Okay, so as you do more deals, you're gonna have more responsibilities, and you're gonna learn more things as you do it. Okay, and then once you're done finding the properties, now you can get a contract. Now you want to flip the deals. So the stage 3 is where you actually get the house sold. And in getting the house sold, basically you have marketing for the buyers, and then you have the buyer leads, and then you pre-screen those buyers, making sure they're good cash buyers that can close quickly and don't mess don't back out on you at the last minute, right? And then you're gonna have the negotiation with the buyer, and you have the contract with the buyer. And so when you do your first 2 deals, you're not going to have to do the selling part. We take care of that. Okay. And once you get to your 3rd deal, you're going to also do the selling. So you're going to do stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, and so you're going to do this entire thing. You get to learn the entire business, the entire process from the beginning to the end. Okay. And then stage 4 is closing, and this is where you coordinate the closing with the title company, and you get paid, which is my favorite part of it all. Okay, so these are like 13 steps that happens in a wholesale deal. Of course, we can add in step 14, which is repeat, rinse and repeat, right? And so what's going to happen as we put in resources to help you on your first 3 deals is that you're going to split 50-50 with us on these first 3 deals, okay? And like I said, each deal that you do, you're going to gain more and more responsibilities, and you're going to gain more knowledge as well, okay? So the first 3 deals, you're going to split 50-50 with us. And then on your 4th deal and on, the split becomes optional. So you can choose to do it on your own and keep 100% of the profit, or you can choose to do it with us, and we'll split 50-50 of the net profit after reimbursing you 10% for your marketing. Okay, so if the deal costs you money in marketing, then we'll let's say the deal is going to make $10,000. We're going to reimburse you $1,000 toward your marketing, and then we'll split the other $9,000. So basically, we get $4,500. You get $4,500 plus that $1,000 for your marketing reimbursement, so you get $5,500. Okay, and the way that works is that your job is to find the deals. Okay, if you want to do deals with us as a team, so you're gonna find. So that means that you're gonna do stage 1 and 2 here. You do the lead generation and the acquisition, and we're gonna flip the deal. So that means that we are going to do stage 3 and 4, which is selling it and handling all the closings, coordination of that. Okay, so that's for a wholesale deal. Now let's go to a flip deals, okay, a rehab deals, and how the way that works is that it's broken into 4 different categories, 4 main categories. See how wholesaling right here broke down in 2 categories. Well, flip deals break down into 4 categories, and at this point, when you come in and do flip deals with us, you don't have to split any deals with us. It's optional if you want to do a deal with us. So that way you can learn the process as you're doing deals. We have that opportunity for you, but it's not something that that you must do like the way the wholesale deals work. Okay, and the reason why is because flip deals get a little bit more complicated, and it goes for longer terms. So it's a little bit harder to get into. It's not. I guess it's not as easy to get into a partnership and split deals, split profits like we can do with wholesaling. So for flip deals at this time, you get to you get to choose that. Okay, what deal you want to split with us, and how many of those deals. Okay, so in finding, which is stage one of the deal, again, you have your lead generation and then you have your lead acquisition. Okay, and in stage two, you have funding the deal. This is where you're going to be working with private lenders. And so, the steps for that is finding the private lenders, building relationship with them, and getting the lenders committed to funding your deals. Okay, and then you have the fixing, which is also a part of stage two as well. Which is rehabbing the deal. And that has to do with finding reliable contractors and general contractors, managing the project, and staging the property after you're done fixing it. Okay, and then the next part of the flip deal is stage 3 and 4. Stage 3 is selling the properties, which is marketing for the buyers, getting the buyers leads, pre-screening the buyers, negotiating with the buyers, and getting the buyer in a contract. Okay, and then stage 4 is closing, right? So coordinating the closing, getting paid. So that's what happens in a flip deal. Now, in a flip deal, we want we want you to do the entire process, because typically for the people who get into flip deals, they have bought at least a deal before already. They have some kind of experience. And so you can take on, unlike wholesale deals, a lot of our students that get into wholesaling, this is their first deal. They haven't done any yet, so they don't have the same background and experience yet. So on a flip deal, we feel that you are experienced enough to be able to do the entire deal, the entire process, and of course we'll help you with every step of the way there. Okay. All right. So the next part of the DoDeals Club that you might not know about yet is the life coaching. What I've discovered in my growth in my business is that 80% of success is not on the technical strategy, tactic stuff that you're learning in the DoDeals Academy and the street training. 80% of the success is right between your two ears, right? It's what goes on in your brain, in your mind. And so we have monthly, I call it the Happy Life coaching webinars, where each month we'll get on a webinar and we'll talk about mindset. We talk about some of the things that are holding you back, some of the things that you for some reason you can't you can't get yourself to talk to sellers, or can't get yourself to do something, or you're too busy with your life, and and you could never seem to be able to do what you need to do for your real estate business. So we want to help you overcome all of that. And we also have monthly one-on-one life coaching as well, where once a month we're gonna have a session schedule to help you on a one-on-one basis. So that way, help you break through to whatever you need to break through to. Okay, yeah, and we want you to be able to do your business in a really powerful way, in a way that you totally enjoy, totally love, because that's when you're going to produce the most amount of results. Okay, if you love what you do, I mean, results is just natural, it's just automatic. Okay, so we want to make sure we get to that. All right, so next we have the team and resources. So, the team as it stands right now, and I have a disclaimer on this, in that there is a chance that that the team changes. Either we change on the on the responsibility of what each one of us is going to do, or we change out a different person completely. For whatever reason that might be the case. Okay. Like let's say if if we bring on somebody to help with the team, and and they get too busy, then we'll bring on someone else, so that way all of you are taken good care of. So we want to make sure we bring on the best people to support you to achieve your goals. So for me, my responsibility in this DoDeals Club Mastermind is to be your life and business mentor. And so so my job is to help you with all of the questions regarding personal and general business development. AC Ramos is your wholesale mentor, and his responsibility is to answer all of your questions and teach you everything you need to know about real estate investing and wholesaling and marketing. Brent Phillips is your flip mentor, so his responsibility is to answer all of your questions regarding rehabbing and retailing business. And then we have Jim Kennedy, who's going to be your private money mentor, and Jim will answer all of the questions regarding private money. Okay. And then you have Anna Escobar, who's your sales coach, and she's responsible to help answer all of your questions regarding the selling of your properties. Yuvia Vasquez is your accountability coach, so she's the one that holds everybody accountable, including the team, hold the team accountable to implement everything that we have on this mind map for you. So make sure that you're going to achieve your goals. Okay. And we have Michelle Ellis, who's our office manager, and she's the one that is responsible to schedule all of the meetings. If you need to talk to any of us one-on-one, Michelle is going to be the one that is going to schedule that meeting with you. Okay. And she's also the closing coordinator, so she's the one that manages all the closings on all of our deals. And so when you do deals with us, she's the one that will work with the title company and clear out any title issues and things like that, coordinate those closings. Okay. And then we have March Mendoza, who is actually she's my virtual assistant, but she's like a virtual manager that manages all of my virtual assistants. So if you need to hire virtual assistants or get your virtual assistants trained on real estate investing, like March is your contact person for that. Okay. So that's pretty much sums up the 8 different sections here of what's included in our DoDeals Club Mastermind. And so with that, go ahead and browse around to the different members area, to the different areas in the members area. Get familiarize yourself with the training videos that we have available to you, the forms, the contracts, the deal analyzer, and things like that. Get familiarized with them. Check the calendar so that way you know when the meetings are happening. So you get access to all of that. All right. Well, that is it for this welcome video, and I look forward to working with you. And again, welcome to our DoDeals Club family. We look forward to helping you achieve your goals. Thank you.